Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Now I thought I'd do a special show today where let's have a look at who's going to be leaving Arsenal Football Club, because you know we've made a great signing in Lacazette. Kolasinac has come in at the back, very good signing as well, and we're looking at guys like Lamar and a couple of other guys, but who is leaving Arsenal? That's the question, because you know we've got a really big squad now with all of these players coming in, and that means that some guys are going to have to leave. First of all, let's start off with the guy that we don't want to leave, and that is Alexis Sanchez. Now, the rumours still keep flying around, linking him with a move to Manchester City. There's also some people who suggest Chelsea. There's been Bayern Munich. There's been PSG. Now, the situation at the moment looks like this. Arsenal have offered him a lot of money to stay, up to £300,000 a week. Excellent wages for Alexis Sanchez. None of the clubs in Europe, you know, like your Bayerns and PSG, are willing to match that. They're saying, no way. He said, Bayern Munich, like, listen, we'll pay you about 150 to 200 a week. No way are we going that high. So it looks like he won't move to any of those. Arsenal are adamant that they're not selling him to Chelsea or Manchester City. So what is the situation? He said he was going to tell us all. He hasn't yet. He could, of course, at the end of the season, walk away for nothing and then say, you know, just see out his contract and at the end of the season, walk and join Manchester City. But then, bit of a dangerous game for Alexis. He'll be 29 in December. You know what Manchester City are like. They're always after the next biggest thing. If he has an indifferent season or maybe picks up a little injury, doesn't play as regularly, maybe they may turn their attentions to whoever else is hot. So I don't know what's going to happen with Alexis. It's really 50-50 at the moment, whether he'll stay or whether he'll leave. But he's one of those at the moment that's really up in the air. Oxlade-Chamberlain's in a similar situation. 1 year left on his contract. Will he stay? Will he go? My feelings and some of the vibes that I'm hearing is that he will stay. It's just a matter of agents sorting out the money for him at the moment. Quite significant that he's gone on the Arsenal tour of Australia. That suggests to me that he's going to stay. Olivier Giroud, similarly, gone on the tour of Australia. Lots of links linking him with Everton and linking him with West Ham and Marseille. But I've just got the feeling again that he will stay. Listen, there's a risk that he could go, because he might look on it as the window goes down and say, listen, I want to be playing week in, week out, and Lacazette might limit my playing time, and I want to be playing for France at the World Cup next year. But I just feel that we should be holding on to him, because he's our plan B in many games. He's very experienced now in the Premier League, and he comes up with big moments sometimes. And look at the FA Cup final. So we need to be holding on to Giroud. Lucas Perez definitely looks like he's on the way out. He didn't go on the tour. He's been linked with a move back to Deportivo La Coruña. They don't want to pay the 70 million or 60 million pound asking price that Arsenal are asking for him. Arsenal looking to recoup their money, but it looks like he'll be going. Wojciech Szczesny as well, who's been out on loan at at Roma. Looks like he's going to be heading to Juventus. Juventus want him. Again, Arsenal and Juventus just negotiating the fee. Arsenal, of course, trying to get as much money for him as they possibly can, but it looks like he'll be going. Another player who looks like he'll definitely be going, didn't go on the tour, is Kieran Gibbs. Now, Newcastle are interested, several other clubs interested in the Premier League. Kieran Gibbs needs to be playing regular football. He's been at Arsenal for a very long time, has been really hampered by injuries. Now that Arsenal signed Kolasinac, and we know that Arsene Wenger really likes Nacho Monreal, Kieran Gibbs looks to be the guy on the way out. He's not gone on the tour. That suggests to me that he's definitely going to be going as well. What about Jack Wilshere? Now, he's currently injured at the moment, but he also is in the last year of his contract, so he conceivably could walk away at the end of the season. I get the feeling again that he'll stay. Makes no sense for Arsenal to make him walk away right now. Remember, Santi Cazorla is still injured at the moment, so if they can get Jack Wilshere fit, he can play in that position. And plus signing him up to a new contract, if they can get him fit and playing and they did want to sell him, then he'd have a lot of value on him. So I think we'll see him staying at the club. David Ospina, will he still be at Arsenal? Fenerbahce was a club that was supposedly going to be coming in and buying him, but they seem to be unwilling to pay the 3.5 million. Is that all for David Ospina? He's a top goalkeeper. And I think Arsenal are quite right to say to him, well, you know what, if you can't pay that, you can, do one basically, and we'll keep Ospina at the club. Whether he'll still be at the club come the end of the transfer window, he just seems too good of a keeper to be playing as a number 2. David Ospina, for me, could be on his way out come the end of the transfer window, even though he also has gone on the tour of Australia. So, could that be a suggestion that he may stay on? I really don't know with this one, but Ospina, it's real touch and go, but I get the feeling that he will be leaving the club. Hector Bellerin, this is the interesting one. He hasn't gone on the tour, but the reason why he hasn't gone on the tour, obviously, is that he was playing in the under-21s. They got right to the final, Spain. So he's been playing a lot of football since the season's finished. So he's getting himself an extended rest. Now, we've got Barcelona, who are interested in buying him. They're doing their usual really aggressive stuff of trying to get him, putting out all these rumours, suggesting that he wants to go, etc., etc. Listen, I think Hector Bellerin will stay. Arsenal have got him tied down to a long contract. They're unwilling to sell him. He seems unwilling to force a move. Listen, he must be tempted by Barcelona. That's where he started his career. And Barcelona, yeah, let's have it right, one of the biggest clubs in the world. But I think Arsenal have got him tied down to such a long contract that they hold all the cards here. And I think that Hector Bellerin will stay at the club. Matthew Debuchy, the other right back, I think will be leaving. He should have left over about the past 3 windows, but they can't get nobody to take this guy right now. He's on good wages at Arsenal, but he hasn't gone on the tour. And I think we will see him on his way out this summer. Also, Carl Jenkinson, the other right back as well, probably going to be surplus to requirements as well and will move on. So that's some of the players that I think will be moving out this season. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think Alexis will stay? Is there any other players there that you think should be moving out? I mean, interestingly, I haven't mentioned Theo Walcott there. I don't think Walcott is going to go. Walcott's on big wages, £140,000 a week at Arsenal. Who's going to match that if he moves on? And Walcott, interestingly, saying that, listen, I want to fight for my place at Arsenal. He's come out and openly said that. So it looks like he'll be staying at Arsenal. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching the show today. Listen, we're on our way to Australia. So all Australian Gooners out there, looking forward to meeting you all out there as Arsenal tour Australia, 2 games of Australia, then on to China, where we'll also be going. And we'll be bringing you on AFTV Transfer Daily from Sydney, Australia. So look out for that. But thanks for watching the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.